Hi everyone, my name is Stix and welcome to our daily LeetCode challenge, sign of the product of an array. So we are giving a function sign func that returns 1 if x is positive, -1 if x is negative, and 0 if x is equal to 0. We are giving an integer of array nums and we want to find the product and then we want to return the sign of it. So if we look at the example, we can see quite easily that we want to calculate the product of all the elements in the array. And once we've done that, we want to make sure that we got the sign. Now, we can see if in example 2, if we're going to encounter a 0, then automatically the product of the array is going to be 0 as well. Now, the main thing about it, since we only want to return the sign of the array, of the product of the array, and we don't really care the amount of the product, which value it contains. What we basically want to do is to count how many negative numbers there are going to be in the array. So let's first of all look at the constraints. Okay, nothing irregular. And basically what we want to do first of all is we want to create the sign function. So we're going to make it a private one, and then we're going to return an int, which is going to be the name sign func, and we are getting an integer, and we will deal with it later. Now, in our main function, we want to have some sort of a counter that's going to count all of the negative integers. And once we do that, we want to iterate through our array. So we're going to use an enhanced loop, and basically what we want to do, if we're going to encounter any negative number, so if num is lower than 0, then we're going to increment our counter. And if we ever gonna interact with a 0 element, what we want to do is we want to return the sign func with 0, because we know that 1 0 is enough to make the whole product 0. Now, once we finish with our loop, basically what we want to do is we want to return, and we want to say that if the negative count is 0, basically if we got an even number of negative integers, basically makes it a positive product, what we want to do is we want to return sign func with 1. Otherwise, we know that we got a negative integer that's going to make the entire product negative, so we're going to return -1 in the sign func function. And then all we got to do is make it so if num is greater than 0, we're going to return 1. If num is lower than 0, we're going to return -1. And if it's not negative or positive, basically if it's not below or above 0, just going to return 0. And if we're going to click run, we're going to see that all of our cases is passed. So here we got 4 negative integers, so we're going to get a positive product. Here we got a 0, so we're going to get 0 product. And here we got odd elements, so we're going to get a negative product. And that's it. Just press submit. And here we go. If you got any more questions or would you like to know anything else, please leave a comment below and subscribe and follow. Thank you.